about this long before it actually. But I also didn't participate. I also didn't go to those parties.
Yeah.
So a lot of the celebrity culture that you don't hear saying anything is because they participated. So I'm just not with all that freaky shit. Like all of the stuff that he's doing, I'm not into that type of stuff. I'm just a little more, maybe you could say basic or normal.
He says things, he doesn't even know what he's saying is like fruity. You know what I'm saying? Like, he says something fabulous and he goes, yo, but me and you, we ain't party. Like, we need to party. What is he talking about? I get uncomfortable. Like, he said something to me one time, a long time ago. At Chris Lighty's wedding, he told me he'd take me shopping. I looked at him like, what'd you just say? Let me move, man, before I do something. You gonna make me mess up the wedding.
Let's start this off with a fact so wild, you might want to sit down for it. Sean Diddy Combs, a.k.a. Puff Daddy, a.k.a. Brother Love, a.k.a. Mr. Can't Stop, Won't Stop, has just been legally stopped. Hard. Like, federally stopped. And this isn't another internet rumor floating around on shady blogs or wild Reddit threads. Nope. This is full-on, courtroom verified, judge slammed the gavel, guilty on multiple charges realness. And the charges? We're talking sex trafficking. We're talking transporting victims across state lines. We're talking a possible 15-year minimum sentence and potentially decades in a cell. Forget the flashy suits, champagne showers, and bad boy for life energy. Diddy might be trading all that for an orange jumpsuit and a permanent address in a federal prison. Please don't forget to subscribe and like this video. It is free and help us bring you enjoyable content. And of course, watch till the end. But that's not even the craziest part. The fallout? Absolutely seismic. Hollywood is scrambling. Celebrities are unfollowing. IG stories are getting cryptic. Twitter fingers are doing the absolute most. This isn't just a downfall. This is an unraveling of epic proportions. So buckle up, because what you're about to read is way more than a celebrity scandal. It's the beginning of something much, much bigger. Imagine sitting in a courtroom listening to months of disturbing testimony. Victims describing trauma in harrowing detail. Federal agents presenting chilling evidence. And in the center of it all, Diddy. Unbothered, smug, until the very end. But the jury didn't flinch. They saw through the gloss, the fame, the empire. And when the verdict hit, boom. Guilty on multiple federal charges. The RICO charge? Hung jury. Doesn't even matter. What did stick is enough to bury a legacy, maybe even an entire era of music. And in case you're wondering if this was just a one-person accusation, it wasn't. Over 10 women have now filed lawsuits. Multiple homes raided. Financial accounts frozen. Remember when people said this would all blow over? Yeah, about that. Coming up, the woman who lit the match and watched the house burn down, Cassie Ventura. Let's rewind to 2023. Cassie Ventura, model, singer, and former longtime girlfriend of Diddy, dropped a legal bombshell that exploded across the entertainment world. What started as a lawsuit accusing Diddy of abuse and trafficking quickly snowballed into something way bigger. She wasn't just telling her story, she was cracking open a fortress of secrets. Fast forward to today, and Cassie is being hailed as a symbol of courage. After the verdict, her statement hit like a sledgehammer. This was never just about me. This was about power, control, and fear. Years of alleged surveillance, violent control, being forced into degrading acts, recorded, no less. And now, vindicated. Cassie didn't just speak up, she sparked a wave of other victims finding their voice. Some are calling her the Meghan Markle of music's #MeToo. Others say she's more like a Trojan horse, quiet at first, but carrying justice deep inside. And yet, some people still aren't talking. Next up, the troll who turned prophet, 50 Cent. If being petty was a career, 50 Cent would have won a Lifetime Achievement Award by now. But here's the twist. He wasn't just trolling Diddy for laughs. He might have been dropping truth bombs for years. Who else remembers him roasting Diddy for those strange, take me shopping clips? Or side-eyeing his parties like, something's off here. He got clowned for being messy, but now? He's being called a cultural bloodhound. The second that verdict hit, 50 pounced. He posted an edited mugshot of Diddy with the caption, "Told y'all the freak-offs were real." Twitter exploded. Memes were made within minutes. Fans are begging for a documentary series. He's even teasing new merch. 50 ain't just clowning. He's collecting receipts. And, to be honest, we're all kind of living for it. But wait until you hear who quietly dipped out of the chat: Justin Bieber. Let's talk about the strangest bromance in 2000s pop culture: Diddy and a young Justin Bieber. Back when Biebs was just a babyface superstar, he was regularly seen with Diddy. Parties, jets, after-hours hangouts. At the time, it was chalked up to mentorship. But looking back now, the optics are unsettling. Fast forward to 2025. Diddy's guilty verdict drops. Fans notice Bieber unfollows Diddy on Instagram. No statement, no post, just a silent swipe left. But then came the story. God protects the truth always. Vague? Yes. Targeted? Maybe. Calculated? 100%. One quiet move, and the internet lit up with theories. Did Bieber see something back then? Was he warned? Or is he just distancing himself now that the truth is public? Either way, the silence is loud. Coming up, the celeb reactions that are either way too dramatic or way too quiet. This is where it gets spicy. Hollywood isn't just reacting, it's adjusting. Some celebrities are going full scorched earth, dropping IG stories that read like indirect subtweets: "Energy, don't lie. Been known what it was. Keep that same energy y'all had in 2021. Others are quietly unfollowing, archiving old photos, scrubbing captions like they never knew the man. Even Diddy's longtime collaborators are either distancing themselves or suddenly unavailable for comment. Bad Boy Records? Silent. Industry insiders? Dodging interviews. But here's the million-dollar question. Why now? Why didn't more people say something earlier? The answer might make you uncomfortable. Next up, what this means for the music industry as a whole. What if Diddy isn't the only one? What if this is just the tip of the iceberg? Federal investigations are already looking into connections between Diddy's empire and other industry heavyweights. Producers, execs, artists who turned a blind eye, or worse, played along. Remember, predators rarely operate alone. And when one goes down, it often opens the door for more truth to pour out. Sources say subpoenas are flying. NDAs are being reviewed. Contracts, payments, travel logs, all being examined. The question isn't just, what did Diddy do? It's, who else knew and who's next? Next, actionable red flags we all ignored and how to stop history from repeating. Let's be real, a lot of the stuff people are shocked by now. We already saw glimpses of it. The power dynamics in his relationships, the tightly controlled environments, the weird stories from parties, the lawsuits that quietly disappeared. But when someone is rich, powerful, and throwing parties with Jay-Z and Beyonce, people let things slide. So here's the uncomfortable truth. We enabled this. By staying silent. By prioritizing fame. By choosing comfort over confrontation. Now's the time to shift that. Here's how. Believe victims early. Ask questions even when it's awkward. Demand accountability from our icons. Diddy's downfall isn't just a celebrity headline. It's a cultural reckoning. We watched a man who once controlled the pulse of pop culture fall from grace because the truth finally caught up. But what we do next matters more than the scandal. Do we go back to idolizing charisma over character? Or do we finally demand more from the people we lift up? It starts with being less impressed by power and more impressed by integrity. Whether you're a fan, an artist, a journalist, or just a person who cares about justice, this moment needs you. To pay attention, to ask questions, to share stories, to protect people who speak up. Because if we keep doing that, maybe we won't need another Diddy-level fall to learn the lesson. If this shook you, say something. Leave a comment. Start a convo. Tag someone who needs to read this. Because silence is part of how monsters hide. Let's not let that happen again.